Hi, thanks for joining us again at Mill Creek Kids at Home. I'm Miss Lynette, and today we've got, again, some great worship. We're going to have a story, and stick around because we all know how you love to join us for our craft.
Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Our God, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not faint, you won't grow weary. Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. Our God, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not faint, you won't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak. You comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like eagles. Our God, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. Our God, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not faint, you won't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak. You comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like eagles. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not faint, you won't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak. You comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like eagles.
Stories of the Bible. The parable of the two builders. This is Jesus,
Heyo!
who is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. While Jesus was on earth, he taught everyone about God's love and healed people from their sickness. He did many miracles like walking on water
Oh, hey guys.
and even raised people from the dead.
Wahoo!
One day, as he saw the crowds gathering, Jesus went up to the mountainside and sat down. His disciples gathered around him, and he began to teach them. He asked them, "Why do you keep calling me Lord, Lord, when you don't do what I say?" Anyone who listens to my teaching and follows it is wise.
Hey, I'm gonna build here.
I'm gonna build out there.
All right, suit yourself.
Like a person who builds a house on solid rock.
Oh, yeah.
When the floodwaters rise and break against that house, it stands firm because it was well built.
All good here.
But anyone who hears my teaching and doesn't obey it is foolish.
All right. Hey, this is nice.
Like a person who builds a house on sand.
Uh-oh.
When the rains and floods come and the winds beat against that house, it will collapse with a mighty crash. When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowds were amazed at his teaching.
Good evening from Truthful News, Channel 1. Tonight, there are some developing stories happening. We've got Stormageddon that has just hit the entire coastline. It is an absolute mayhem outside. We have our on-the-spot live correspondent, Ashley, down at the beach. Rumor has it that there has literally been a house that has blown down. We're going to go to Ashley, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Yes, thank you, Lynette. Yes, I'm here on location, and we're gonna talk to see how people weathered this storm. Now tell me, Paul, I'm here with Paul. How did your house weather the storm?
Well, it was because of the foundation. Our foundation was very firm, very solid, very well thought through. So when we went to build the house on that foundation, it stood the test of this horrific storm. Just nothing like this. I can't believe what has happened, but our house still stands and our family has survived this Stormageddon.
Yes, this is a Stormageddon, and I am so glad to hear that. Now, we're gonna go over and talk to Chris. Chris, tell me how your house did. What kind of foundation did you build your house on?
A little bit softer foundation.
What do you mean by softer foundation?
Sandy foundation, and it kind of crumbled. It's no longer.
Now, can we get a close-up of this? Is this what's left of your house?
Yeah, this is all that's left in my house, but that's all that's left in my house.
Well, there you have it, folks. The weather's starting to pick back up, but one built their house on a solid foundation, and one built his house on a poor foundation.
Oh my gosh, look at that wave!
Oh my gosh!
Back to you, Lynette.
Thank you, Ashley. I think we've all learned a very important lesson here tonight. That is, don't build your house on the sandy land. Don't build it too near the shore. It might seem kind of nice, but you'll have to build it twice, and you'll have to build your house once more. That's going to wrap it up today from Channel 1, Truthful News. Come back again tomorrow night.
So we just heard the story of the two builders. While we know this wasn't a parable, this is the story that Jesus uses to finish out his teaching of the Sermon on the Mount. And if you want to learn more about how to have a solid foundation for your life, we encourage you to read Matthew 5, 6, and 7. And at the very end of 7, you will see that story of the two builders. And this is how Jesus tells us that we can have a firm foundation in him. So have your parents, have a friend, brothers and sisters, read those chapters in the Bible, and it will help you when you have to weather the crazy storms, that you will be solid and have a solid foundation like Paul had, and not be left with just pieces of sand like Chris. All right, we have a new Bible verse this month, and the thing I really like about this Bible verse It is from Micah 6:8. And some of you may know we have a son named Micah. And when we dedicated Micah, we chose this exact verse to speak over him and to be kind of like a life verse for him. So I'm really excited about this verse. So let's go ahead. I will say it first, and then we'll say it together. So, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Micah 6:8. All right, let's all say it together. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Okay, now we're going to take a couple words away. All right, let's say it again. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Micah 6:8. Can't forget the reference there. All right, let's do it again. A few more words gone. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Micah 6:8. All right, let's take a few more words off. Okay, here we go again. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Micah 6:8. Last time. All right, there's not very many words up there now. Okay, let's say it again. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Micah 6:8. Okay, good job, everyone.
Well, hi friends, welcome to Craft Corner. We're so excited today. So today isn't necessarily a craft corner. I think it's more of a science corner. We're gonna do some fun things that you can do with science. And we're gonna start off with Lynette, because we've been learning about the men who built their houses on the rock and the sand.
Right.
So, solid rock, are you gonna make some solid something there?
Well, I'm going to make something called oobleck. And oobleck is a non-Newtonian liquid.
That's right.
And Marcia, what does non-Newtonian mean?
Well, so Isaac Newton made the law of viscosity, and which talks about solids and liquids. This is a fluid, but it's actually a solid, actually a fluid, so it doesn't follow the law of Newton, which is why they call it a non-Newtonian fluid. So it's actually
Kind of
a
like
fluid.
the wild child.
Yeah, it's a fluid that acts like a solid in different states. So what are you mixing up there to
Well,
make it?
what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a 2-to-1 ratio, and it's cornstarch. So I have a nice big tub of cornstarch here, and I put 1 cup of cornstarch in my little thing here. I need to get. Do you have extra spoon? Can I use your spoon? Thank you. And then I put in a 1/2 cup of water. So this is very strange.
I know, you need to get your fingers in there.
Oh,
So much fun.
my fingers.
Yes, you need to get it in there, make it
All
mix.
right. Okay.
That's the fun part of doing this.
Okay. I'll be.
Be brave. You can do it. Oh my goodness, just get in there.
Oh.
But look,
What does it feel like?
Okay, it feels like it's hard. It feels, maybe I need more water. It feels like, kind of like rubber.
Oh.
But then when I let go of it, it doesn't, what is happening?
I know.
This is crazy. I do think maybe I need. What was it? What was that big cup? Does it say cup? This
Yeah.
says 1 cup. And I put a half cup of water in there. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna keep like kind of mixing mine at the moment, and then we'll come back to it. What are you gonna make?
Well, we know how fun it is to make slime, and so we decided today we're gonna make some slime, but we're gonna make it with sand instead.
Ooh.
And so so we're gonna mix together. So first we're gonna take some dish soap, and again we got all super large size. So we're gonna use about 1/4 teaspoon of dish soap. Gonna mix it, put it in the bottom, and then this is some liquid starch. So we are actually, in fact, one recipe called this a liquid cornstarch, which you're using a dry cornstarch over there. We're using a liquid one. I'm gonna throw that in there. Ashley's putting in about 1 tablespoon of our clear glue. So I'm gonna, don't have a tablespoon, so I'm gonna do my teaspoons 3 times. There we go. And then we're gonna mix it up. And it's already kind of starting to look at what it's doing, right? It's starting to be kind of goopy and gacky by itself, but it'd be really super.
Ooh, look at that.
I know, it's so cool. Then we're gonna take sand and we are gonna pour it in. Now we're not gonna pour in the whole cup. It can take up to 1 cup. But what you wanna do is take it in and pour it and then mix it up.
A little bit at a time.
A little bit at a time.
I'm gonna share with you here.
Yeah, a little bit at a time. And just keep adding. And see, this is the thing about science, people. You gotta get your hands dirty. That's the funnest part.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put my hand in there and really mix it. Okay, it needs more sand, so I'm gonna pour some more in. And we're just gonna mix it up.
This is the weirdest stuff.
Is it weird? But
Yeah.
it's fun. So like,
okay,
talk about it. Now
Okay.
you've got it together.
Okay. All I know is I put a little. I added a little tiny bit more water, but then it got really gooey. Then I added a little bit more cornstarch. But like, check this out. Like, if I touch it, it's like hard,
Yeah.
right? But then like, if it pours out, it's like
Liquid.
a weird. But it's like hard still. Like, look at it.
You could walk on that.
It's like really. But then it looks like it can just pour right out.
That's so
Isn't that
weird.
cool? It doesn't follow the law. That's
Yeah,
why.
but then like if I touch it, like I literally just bounces off. That is cool.
Isn't that cool?
But you can like let it go onto your hand, but then it's like, so it looks all like gooey, but then you go like this and it's like hard.
I know, isn't it fun to play with?
crazy.
What's it feel like when you break into it?
It's cool. It's like rubber mold around your hand.
Oh.
Look at.
But then it flows out.
But
like
then
a
it just
fluid.
like flops off. And it looks
That's
gooey,
so strange.
but when you touch it, feel it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it doesn't stick.
It's like hard.
It stuck to me because I mixed it with my hand.
Yeah, but
because
it-
Marcia made me get my hand dirty.
I know. It's the best part. So here's my sand gack. It's kind of, look at it. It's pretty cool.
yeah.
Like stringy and interesting.
Yeah. So much fun. That's why I love science. I love God creation. I love how things just interact differently with everything. And this almost looks like a kinetic sand. Look at it.
Ooh,
The
it
way it
does.
moves and grows.
Ooh.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's kind of crazy. It almost looks like spidery webby when
I
you like pull it
know.
up like that.
You can pull
Ooh,
it up.
actually, that's cool.
This is really fun.
fun.
Isn't this awesome? I know. This is fantastic.
That's so crazy.
I would say just add a little bit of sand at a time.
Yes, and work it in.
And then like, 'cause I definitely did not use a full cup
You know, I didn't either.
because that's fun to be able to do this.
That is so much fun.
It's so crazy. It's like it looks like it's all wet on my hand, but then when I go to take it off, it's
It's
almost
just-
like it like kind of like picks off like rubber. But then it like goes in here and it like melts away. Oh, that's kind of fun.
It's pretty fun.
Strange creation.
Oh, exactly. That's
Strange.
fantastic. So you guys this week get some ingredients together and give it a
Smells
try. Smells good. Yeah, it's got that.
The dish soap.
Take some pictures. Show us you playing with it. It is so much fun.
It really is.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. Look at this.
I mean, look at this, you guys.
I know. Isn't that nuts?